On the tiny blue-green planet of Earth, humans went about their days, oblivious to the sinister machinations happening right beneath their feet. They were unaware that the humble ant, long viewed as a simple, industrious insect, was actually an ancient and powerful force, intent on conquering the universe. The ants had been planning their cosmic takeover for millennia, honing their skills in strategy, technology, and sheer persistence. Their queen, a telepathic genius named Antoinetta, led her colony with an iron mandible and a razor-sharp wit. She had discovered that her species possessed an untapped well of power, a secret weapon that would ensure their dominance: antimatter. Antoinetta's grand plan involved harnessing the antimatter within each ant's tiny body, using it to build a fleet of spaceships capable of traversing the cosmos. With their army of astronauts, they would conquer planet after planet, spreading their influence across the universe and establishing themselves as the supreme cosmic power. In the secret underground headquarters of the Ant Resistance, a ragtag team of ants worked tirelessly to foil Antoinetta's nefarious plan. They were led by a daring and charismatic ant named Antony, who had once been a loyal subject of the Queen before discovering her wicked intentions. Antony and his team of rebels were experts in sabotage and subterfuge, using their wit and cunning to disrupt the Queen's operations at every turn. They managed to infiltrate Antoinetta's labs and even stole blueprints for the antimatter-powered spaceships. But despite their best efforts, the Queen's forces continued to advance, her vision of universal domination coming closer to fruition. As the ants' cosmic conquest loomed, humans remained blissfully ignorant of the threat beneath their feet. They continued to wage wars and exploit their own planet, even as a more significant danger quite literally swarmed beneath them. In a last-ditch effort, Antony decided that the only way to save the universe was to reveal the ants' true intentions to the humans. He and his team hatched a plan to hijack the planet's communication systems, broadcasting a message that would expose Antoinetta's scheme and rally humanity to their cause. The plan went off without a hitch, and the ants' message was received by every human on Earth. However, instead of the united front Antony had hoped for, the humans reacted with apathy and disbelief. They dismissed the ants' plea as an elaborate prank or an eccentric art installation, never suspecting that their world, and the entire universe, was on the brink of annihilation. Emboldened by humanity's indifference, Antoinetta accelerated her plans. Her fleet of antimatter-powered spaceships took to the skies, setting off on their sinister mission to conquer the cosmos. The Queen watched her army depart, her laughter echoing through the ant tunnels as her dreams of domination became reality. And so, with humanity's gaze focused on their own petty conflicts and short-sighted pursuits, the ants rose to power, their wicked queen leading them in a relentless march across the universe. Planet after planet fell to the ant empire, with the human race remaining none the wiser. Antoinetta reveled in her conquests, relishing the irony of humanity's self-imposed ignorance as they unknowingly aided in their own downfall. In the end, the universe fell to the ants, their triumph a testament to the apathy and indifference that had allowed them to succeed. The Ant Resistance, disheartened by the failure of their desperate gambit, disbanded, fading into obscurity as they joined the very empire they had once sought to topple. The once mighty humans, now subjects of the Ant Empire, continued to squabble amongst themselves, oblivious to their new overlords. Antoinetta and her subjects reveled in their victory, watching with dark amusement as the humans carried on, indifferent to the fate that had befallen them and the universe at large.
Subscribe to Quantum Dreams for more AI-generated sci-fi